I think what really impressed us the most was the whole process that Vector took him through of telling a 16-year-old kid, dress like this for the interview. Here's what we're going to be asking you. It was just so very professional and well done. Just you felt like your child was in really, really good hands. We met the manager. He came over to our house for dinner. You just felt like you were part of a family. The professionalism is just amazing to me, professionalism of the whole company. Hi, we're Monique and Scott Cunningham from Shreveport, Louisiana. Our son, Ben Cunningham, is a Cutco sales professional.
I've been in direct sales forever. So when I saw this, I went, "Oh no, you can do that." I mean, hey, I almost quit and did it, huh? No, just kidding. But he did well with it, and it was exactly what he was looking for. Probably the biggest surprise to me was the income potential. You start as a high school kid; they don't have any idea what they're going to make. He's been doing this since 2011, making more money than his friends, and he's probably making more money than most of my friends, to be quite honest with you.
I think, yeah, for me, the biggest surprise was just how much he could make in such a short period of time. He got to college and he could get a Vector Connect scholarship for college. There was just so much that the company did to really support him, especially in high school and in college.
Yes, after we worked with Ben on his name list and his leads, we started hearing back from our friends. Of course, it was all positive. He grew up with all of them.
And I would say what we heard a lot was that he was very professional. He was very kind. He was very respectful. And there a lot of my friends would say, "He's Ben. Who wouldn't buy from Ben?" But one story in particular, I think, is pretty telling. There's a local businessman here. Ben was showing the presentation to him, and his daughter, who was about 3 years younger than Ben, was sitting in on the presentation. So this is a high schooler listening to a high schooler, okay? And he finished the presentation, and this entrepreneur turns to his daughter and says, "You need to be doing this. Like, this is what you should be doing." And this guy had a lot of money. And I thought that spoke very highly of someone who's an entrepreneur, who's successful in his field, to tell his daughter, "You need to be selling Cutco knives. Like, this is an amazing company, amazing product. They have the support, they have the training." I think that's where I've seen the biggest growth for him is going from this kid who thought, if I could just make $15 an appointment, to one who I just got off the phone with him. He's at a realtor convention in Arkansas and he has leads coming in. His wife doesn't work. He has a child and he's able to support all of them by just his Cutco income. I think that says a lot about him, his ability to work and really put forth that effort. So Ben's involvement in Vector influenced our family in a positive way because Vector provided an income for our kids that was just far better than anything they could ever do in terms of if they were being a lifeguard or a waitress or whatever. It just gave them so much more income. And it wasn't just Ben because eventually he brought in his little sister and she started doing it as well.
Looking back now, I feel that his decision absolutely was right, but it's not just right for that time frame. We're looking at a kid that'll probably never work for anybody else again.
Ben, since he started Vector, he was offered so many different jobs from people. And I credit that to Vector of them training him to be a sales professional and just the way he handled himself. Ben went to Poland for almost 4 months, played football. And while I was in Poland, his
Mhm.
manager that was here called him and said, "If you come back, I want you to come to Memphis. I want you to be the Cutco sales professional for this whole area." And he
Mm.
did say yes to that. And he moved to Memphis. Then he found his wife. And so he's married, now has a baby boy. He has the flexibility to say, my kid is sick. My wife is sick today. You know what? I'm just going to work from home. He has that flexibility. And I think that is a huge privilege in today's world.
If you're a parent and your child is considering Vector for a career, I would highly recommend it.
I would definitely tell you, yes, just let them do it. It's going to build that child's self-esteem because they're going to learn about sales. They're going to learn about discipline. They're going to learn about taking care of themselves and holding themselves. Vector is the perfect place for your child to be. They're really going to thrive. The management that Vector has is excellent. They really take care of your kids, and they're just going to learn some life skills that high school and college does not teach them. And even we as parents, we can do so much, but we know they don't listen to us too well. So they will listen to those managers and they will be challenged. Vector's going to bring out the best in them. Let them at least try and support them 100% as much as you can, as you possibly can, and let them know that you are on their side, because it's not always easy being a salesperson and being self-employed. But let them try it, because I think you'll be happily surprised.